comes Josh. So it is, look at the snow. Winter didn't show up till March. It's just been cold. The best cold starts I got were in March. And then frost laws came out in February. It's been a goofy year, as we all know. But it's Friday. I'm on my last load. He's over half done. So I thought I'd take a quick minute and chit chat. Chip and chat. Let's do a chip and chat. Because we had a rough go in the beginning of the week. You can probably remember we had the feed wheel break on this a week ago, and it was going to take Morbark 5 days to build us a new one. Hold on. My phone flashlight's on somewhere. Where are you at? There you are. Way over here. I could see my flashlight on the windshield. It fell off and hit the ground, and when it vibrates, it turns the flashlight on. Anywho, so far it's going beautifully. So it's going to take Morbark 5 days to build us a new one. And quite a few people were amazed that we would try to weld that up. And there was a few people that might have been a little confused. There is a shaft that goes all the way through there. It's not just ends welded on there. There is a shaft that goes all the way through. And then there's plates in the middle of that hold that outer piece of steel on for the feed wheel. So I wanted to kind of explain a little bit what was happening with all that, because some people were a little confused. So that was last week, and a week ago today. So Morbark couldn't have it for 5 days, so we went down there. We needed, one of the bearings got ruined when that shaft broke, one of the bearings got ruined. And then we couldn't get the other bearing off the shaft. That's in the video where Mike's just giving her the old Michael sledgehammer there. Nickname him Sledgehammer. Just a beating on that thing, and we couldn't get it. We could not get that shaft apart from the bearing. So we needed 2 bearings. So we went and got 2 bearings. We welded that on. We put that back in this machine, and it has worked flawlessly ever since. So I know a lot of people were amazed that we would even try to weld it up, or maybe wasting our time. One of the things is, if we wouldn't have welded this shaft up this week, we would not be working right now. And obviously we got to be working. So we gave her the old college try there, welded her up, and put that thing back in there, and I'm telling you what, this thing has been beautiful, just beautiful. So I've been happy. Been really happy with it so far. Like we said, it either lasts 10 hours or 10,000 hours, hard to say. Mike did say in that video 20,000 hours, and a lot of people were laughing. And after I shut the camera off, he said, I didn't say running 20,000 hours, I just said 20,000 hours. So that was funny. But so yeah, we got that in. That was on Monday. I was on the old chipper. The feed wheel was broke on that before. I had some questions on this. The feed wheel was broke, and everyone was wondering why I was running it if it's broke. Well, it was either chip with that or you don't chip at all. So we were chipping with it. I was. And what happened is on that one, the shaft broke apart from the feed wheel. The shaft broke apart from the feed wheel. It's welded in there. So now in the old chipper, the shaft spins and the feed wheel doesn't move, and it's all busted into pieces. I mean, I did a number on that one. I took care of that one, unfortunately. So Tuesday we ran over here. Well, I went to the shop Tuesday morning. Mike said, don't even mess with that old chipper. I mean, it was feeding bad. I mean, it was a slow going. So Mike said, don't even mess with it. Just go fix that feed wheel, get it put in a new chipper, and take off running. So that's what we did. We come over here Tuesday. We got 2 loads out of here Tuesday evening. And Wednesday we gave her a whirl. Chipper gave me it was giving me some attitude this week. This one was. And I had to show her who's boss. Straighten her out a little bit. We had a little talk. I gave her a little talking to. About, you know, just work with me here, girl. Just work with me. Well, my main problem was I was having my V12 would shut off. I mean, just like that. All my numbers would go to 0. Shut my motor off. And this has a clutch protection system in it, and it kicks the clutch out, but then because I had a problem, it will actually kick me out for like 10 minutes. So then not only is it shut off, but I can't kick my clutch in for 10 minutes. So I was having some kind of problem. And it was wiring. I knew it was wiring. And I don't like wiring that much, as many of you know. So I worked on it. I took apart. Somebody, thank you guys for leaving me comments, because I know there's people that watch that run Morbark chippers, and I'm waiting on logs to get cut. Somebody gave me the idea of go to the V12 back there, take your wiring controls off, clean them all out, put them back on, you should be good to go. So I went and took them all back off. Sure enough, there was sawdust in the one. So I blew that out. I was all excited. Me and Josh were working here, the truck driver, the J&J crew. And I said, there's a bunch of sauce in there. I was excited. Jumped back up in here, and a minute later I had it running, and it just shut it off. So I said, what in the world? So I got out and I went to where the computer, at the computer down there on the fuel tank, where the wires from the V12 ran into there. So I took them out, cleaned them all off, put them back together, and that thing's ran flawlessly. So that's where my problem's at. And then today, it just does it out of the blue once it starts snowing. I think I got a little bit of moisture down there in that where they come together. And of course, there's a whole line of them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 maybe clumps of wires that run into the computer, and it's the top one that's giving me fits. I think I'm getting a little bit of moisture in there. So we'll work on that. I redid it this afternoon. Things ran great. So got that fixed. My other problem is right here, underneath that black flap right there is a feed wheel chain, and that motor, them hoses go to a feed wheel, and it's on that drum. That's a flail drum and a feed wheel on that whole section. That quit working about a month ago. Never knew why. So we were at the shop, got a motor for that right there on top. Got a hydraulic motor. Put that on yesterday. didn't make a bit of difference. It'll go in reverse all day long, but it won't go forward. So I put a motor on there. I thought the motor might have been junk. Nope. I didn't put it all the way on there. I just took the hoses up to it, and it didn't work. So I knew it wasn't the motor, so I jumped down to the solenoid down there, and me and Josh, Skidder Josh, the other JJ crew, we started working on that, and I said switch the wires and I'll see if I have forward and reverse. So I switched the wires. Still didn't have the one way I wanted to, the forward. I could go in reverse, but I couldn't go forward again. It would actually go forward when I was in reverse when I switched the wires. So I knew it wasn't a wiring issue. So I said maybe these solenoids are bad. And so I said, well, I'll switch the forward and the reverse. So I took the forward one off, flipped them around. I got forward. It's been just a money. I mean, it's been great. So I got that fixed too. Now I need to order solenoid so I can have reverse in case stuff gets stuck in there, which does happen. And I got those two troubles fixed this week. And what it boils down to is this. Just keep rolling. Don't stop, guys. You know, I mean, we had a bad Monday. I had a horrible bad Monday. I was just flustered as all get out. I mean, I'll be honest, I lost my temper out there a couple times. Not at anybody, but at that old model 23 Flail Chip harvest. Lost it. But we got through that. We got out here Tuesday. We fought through putting that yoke in there, which wasn't that bad. Really went in there rather easily. And Wednesday we had a decent day. Thursday, yesterday we had a real good day. Today we're going to have a good day. And we end the week with a pretty good load count. And that's all boils down to just keep rolling. And that's why I like saying that, because I mean, today's been a good day. The wood's not great here for us. I mean, some of this stuff we're getting is woo-wee! My goodness, nasty. But we're making it. You know what I mean? We're just making it happen. And if we wouldn't have fought the beginning of the week and at least tried to fix this feed wheel, we'd still be shut down today and wouldn't have got any wood out this week. But because we're in between a rock and a hard place, is either you produce and make money or you don't produce and lose a bunch. So all you can do is produce. So it's turned out to be a good week. And that's the most important thing, is stuff's fighting you. Sometimes the only thing you do is just keep going. You know? We've all been there. You want to give up. You're loaded there. You got mixed hardwood. You have a good weekend.
Thanks. You too.
And here we are. That's the last load of the week. It's Friday. There's only one thing that could be better than this right now, and that'd be sunshine. About 65 degrees would be perfect. But instead, it's snowing at about 30, and all you can do is deal with it. So, anyways, that's why, I mean, sometimes you just gotta do what you don't want to do. You know, you gotta work on Saturday to fix a feed wheel, to put it in on Tuesday, to run an old chipper Monday, and about lose your brains. But it's been a good week for us. We got wood out. We got logs stacked over there. just keep rolling, guys. Just keep fighting. Get up in the morning, tell yourself you're going to win, you know, and just fight. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, and I hope this wasn't too utterly boring, but I just wanted to explain a couple things. And when stuff just keeps fighting you, like this chipper, like the other chipper, when stuff breaks, all you can do is keep going. So anyways, just keep rolling, boys and girls, and boys, stay out of trouble.